The flows on the like original is so cool. Very cool. Hard to improve on that. Kia ora, ko Rei ahau. Ko Ngāti Raukawa te iwi, ko Ngāti hui a te hapu. I tipu ake au ki Pōneke. Engari nāia nei kei te noho au ki Tāmaki Makaurau. Today we are in Cog Studios in the beautiful Titirangi in West Auckland, right in the Waitakere Ranges. I got the email from Rob asking if I wanted to be a part of this project, TM50, and yeah, it was the first I'd heard of the project, but it sounded like a main kaupapa to get involved with. I was keen to get amongst. I was a bit like whakamā about doing it because I don't have any Tūhoe links because I'm Ngāti Raukawa, but then I was like, it's part of the Kiingitanga and Raukawa was part of the Kiingitanga movement, so I was like, sweet, there's my connection to it. Rob pretty much said, "Kei koe, do your thing." Like, he didn't give me much direction at all, so I was like, sweet, I'll just make it into what I think would sound dope and make it sound like a Rei track. It kind of sounds a little bit like, you know, it could be like a kōwauwau or something. It's probably not. It's probably just a random flute that's been chopped up and everything, but I just thought it sounds kind of dramatic, which was important for me for the song, being the, you know, the kaupapa of the Waikato being around the battle at Ōrākau. So it had to like have that impact then. It's always pretty scary when you're like given a brief to make a track because like you've got to like it and then the people organizing have got to like it and it's all got to align. So yeah, just line up those kicks, make them perfectly in time. Yeah, cool, that's good. And I reckon, yeah, I listen to a lot of like Afrobeat and reggaeton and stuff like that, so I reckon just a good boom, da boom, da would be a cool like driving thing for this waiata. So yeah, now I'm just gonna find some snare tom samples. I've always wanted to use a waiata tawhito or Patere and mix it with, you know, current music. I've just never really got around to it, so this was kind of a cool opportunity for me to do that. So yeah, this is a fun project to try and do that, mix that kind of old school flows from the Patere and mix it with a more current kind of reggaeton beat. Oh, but nah, it's gone, not good timing. It didn't work. Obviously presented its own kind of challenges because for me, I'm very used to making current kind of pop music where everything's quite structured and obviously in old school Patere and everything, there were no rules. It just goes with the flow and it, yeah, the time signatures are all different and everything like that. So it was quite a challenge, but it was a challenge that I was keen for and keen to try out. Oh yeah, and then, you know, since it's a Rei track, you know, I always got to put in some kapa haka kind of samples in there just to beef it up and chief it up a little bit. So I'll just fill it out. And yeah, again, it adds to that kind of drama of it. It adds to the mana. Oh yeah, also the waiata that I referenced for the track was this version from Whirimako Black. And yes, he had this cool rhythmic thing going out throughout the whole song. So I thought it'd be cool to reference that in it as well, just to kind of run throughout my waiata. Kapa haka and Māori music is like, you know, it goes hand in hand. You can't have one without the other. So yeah, there's a lot of cross inspiration, I guess, and you know, a lot of the big Māori artists do come from the kapa haka world. I love all the bits of kapa haka that I've done. Like I've done a little bit at high school and everything, but yeah, I would like to get into more. Just doing this project has just reminded me how I can take inspiration from kapa haka into my music, and something I'd like to do more of in the future. Yeah, it'd be cool to have a little countdown like that. you know, and yeah, hip hop and stuff like that. When we're doing live shows, we're always 1, 2, 3, go. So it'd be cool to just do that in te reo. Tai, rua, toru, tsukua. Don't be afraid to break the rules, I reckon, because listening to like the original Torete te kiore, like just reminded me how cool it is to break those rules, and how like when you break those timing rules and everything, you can draw people in more, and you can use it to create tension and use it to, you know, build that tension and then create releases and create big powerful moments. Torete te kiore nei kapa te tuku tuku. Music is a universal language. Like, even if I can't talk to someone in the same language, even if we don't have a common language, we can still bond over music and we can still dance together. Let's go. They may not understand what it means, but they know how it feels. And I think that is the beautiful thing of music, that it just transcends language barriers, it transcends cultural barriers. Ooh, this is different from normal pop dance tune, but it works. It's still got that power and that mana to it. So I feel honored to be a part of it, and yeah, pretty stoked. Maira ko ta matutanga ko te here o te tekai auru piki kairiri mai tau toko ki tana kai kia te horiroa ko ta manui te ra te kai a te moe ziraha tiki no mai e waka hita moitia te mata o ngā rākau kawatia nei te piki tia te pinga ki tāna ki te whakapuke ko te toa koe ia wai e hine te kohu tapu kotoa koe a re wharewa Nana I hau tope Nana I hau tope Nana I hau tope Nana Tai, ua, oru, tsukua te rangi po kātu tauroa mai nā e tō kupu whakanoa whatu te tohu o te kumete kei te Aotearoa nei e huana mo ngā whare pukenga kia te kihiri tapua uere ai te nio pure kohu mai nei ki ana ture Nana I hau tope kupu whakanoa whatu te tohu o te kumete kei te awatea nei e huana mo ngā whare pukenga kia te kihiri tapu au were ai te niho pure koru mai nei ki ana ture